Good day, open hearts, and thank you for being here at IXchel Energy. So it's Saturday. What is today? The 15th of January. So I guess we are finishing the free preview of 2022. So now you have to figure out if you're gonna subscribe or cancel your subscription. No. Anyway, 2022 began with Kawak, and that was some deep stirring up of it could have been very old trauma that we did not want to deal with before. We were thinking we were doing all this clearing and all this purification, but there were little things still in the corners. So Kawak comes, the storm. Kawak is the beautiful feminine midwife that delivers life. So Kawak is also, the rain, the cleansing of the water, the sacred water, that rain that comes with these deep storms that are so wonderful to sleep with. I like it. So 2022 began with Kawak in a way that if you did not feel, if you didn't have experience, then this couple of weeks, this 2 weeks of feeling that your heart was just raw, open, in pieces, or squashed, or stretched, or whatever, like handled in some kind of way, I guess you were lucky. Or you have done a lot of your work, because Kawak really shook up a lot of us. I thought I have done a lot of deep cleansing and clearing of shadow work and a lot of purification work with all of my inner castle, that I call it. But it turned out that there were all boxes still there that I had to deal with. And so it came back with Kawak, a big storm. So once that is done, it's clear, here we are with Ek. Ek is the journey. And yes, Bat begins everything with time and space, and is the weaver and creator, but nothing happens without Ek. Ek is the journey, the sacred path that the hero walks. And without Ek, nothing happens, because Ek is the steps. This is when we walk our talk. So I don't want to steer any fear of any kind, because we write our own story. We bring on our own journey and our own experiences, whatever challenges and whatever boulders or little pebbles that we want to experience as we walk this sacred path, is all up to us. Okay, we have written this prior to coming, and we have decided what we wanted to experience and what we want to take upon, so that we can also contribute with these experiences to the collective. As many people as you see out there, that's as many sacred journeys there are. That's why we cannot judge others for how they're handling their journey. They're really doing the best they can at that moment in time with the information they have at that moment in time. So stay away from judging how other people decide to walk their journey, because the way I see it is they are other selves, okay? They are other you, and they are making the choices to contribute their experiences. Experience equals growth. Okay, so every time we say the word experience, I want you to think of growth. Okay, so every one of us, as many people as you see, this is just another you. They are walking their own sacred journey, and they are making their choices and decisions to experience their sacred path the way they feel is best. And by doing that, by engaging with these experiences, they are contributing growth to the collective and more, expansion. And that's what we're here for. Let me see what else. I just feel like it's just so perfect. To me, the dance of the universe is just so incredibly perfect. And by that, I don't mean it doesn't have pain, because yes, it delivers some very painful experiences at sometimes. And to me, it's very painful sometimes to see the tools that I have available, and the tools that I offer are tools that I have used on myself, and I have experienced the support and the help, the assistance. So I'm not going to offer something that I have not experienced and seen that it help. I'm sorry, I think it's too dark here. Let's turn a little bit lights on. So I found it so difficult for me that one of my challenges is to see that I have tools, but I still see loved ones or beautiful people that's still suffering without wanting, and that's a choice too. So you have to respect that. But I found it sometimes such a challenge that I have, like I walk around and I can see the different states of mind and different states of emotions, feelings, and situations people encounter themselves, and I, inside my head, I go, there's a flower for that. There's a flower for that. I have a remedy for that. I can make a flower. I can make a solution. But at the same time, I have to honor the fact that they are not asking me, and it's none of my business. So that's very challenging for me. That, in Spanish, there is a saying that says, más sabe el diablo por viejo que por diablo. That means, I have walked my path, and I am over a century old in this lifetime. And because of all the experiences that I have had, I have found things that work to either alleviate, to support, or to clear the challenges that other people that may be younger, but also older. I have older clients that are struggling with issues from childhood, and I can help with that. But there are also friends and families that are struggling, but I cannot help because I am not being asked to help. So that's one of my challenges, and I have to work on that, just like we all have to work on our challenges. So anyway, back to this Tercena is going to bring a lot of challenges about us judging other people's way of walking their path and wanting to control the way they walk their path. So where are we trying to control other people's journey? And sometimes we might not want to do it so gently. Maybe we are a little bit of a bully, trying to push our way is the way or the highway. So that's going to be very important to remember to remember that the sacred journey is sacred for each and all of us. And as many people as you encounter, there's as many valid journeys there are. Okay, so don't judge how people are walking their journey. Don't judge what choices they make when they encounter forks in the road. Don't judge that, because they're doing the best they can, and they are actually doing just following their own guidance, I hope. And that was so important. Last year, 2021 was the year of beefing up on your inner guidance. And I don't know if I told you, for December 21st, I received my corona, my crown. And that's when it hit. My whole 2021, being in connection with myself, with my heart sanctuary, and listening to what was best for me. Okay. And I tried as best as I could through the whole last year to listen to my internal guidance. My guidance is not good for other people, it's good for me. So I'm telling any of the people what to do. So, you know, it became like this level of fear that came up. And I'm like, whoa, you know, here we are. You know, I'm going to experience this. Am I going to be okay? Am I going to be really, really sick? Or, you know, am I going to navigate this well? Because according to my guidance, I did not go with what most people were doing and approaching this issue, this illness. I did things a little bit different. So anyway, I'm here, I'm okay. So now you can see I'm okay. I just received good lessons with that experience. So anyway, 2022, like I said, is the year of the heart. It's the year of realization. It's the year that lots of people are gonna wake up, because that is where the fire begins. When we begin waking up, it's in the heart. So that's why 2022 is the year of the heart, the year of resurrection, realization, awakening. So that's why I feel it began with a lot of us experiencing deep, deep levels of clearing in the heart. The whole walk Tercena was like, it took me inside out and shook me and double spin in the washing machine and triple spin. But everything changes and nothing stays the same. So just do that. Know that it is a human nature to not stay the same. We crave change, because with change we create more experiences, and experiences equals growth. Let me see. What else can I tell you about feels like, I used to tell my kids, how do you eat a whale? And I can't think of a gigantic vegetable, so I'm sorry if you are a vegan or vegetarian, but how do you eat a whale? You eat little bites at a time. So if we encounter moments of overwhelm, just remember, you don't have to take care of the whole thing right there and then. You can do little bites at a time. And this has been a recurrent theme since last year, that it's just baby steps, okay? There is nothing set in stone anymore. It's like there's no destiny anymore. We have crossed the threshold of, you know, how people used to, I did it for many years, read the cards and say, you know, this is what's happening, opportunity for career, the husband, you're gonna have 3 children, blah, blah. None of that is out there anymore. Because where we are at right now is so brand new, is so crispy, deliciously new, that we are at the state of pure creatorship. So for you to go to somebody and ask for a reading to see if you're going to get married this year, or when you're going to find your husband or something like that, I'm just going through that because that was one of the most common things that I used to get. Or about the job, it was love and money. You are just going to encounter the version of that person of you. So it's not your authentic you. The person is giving you the version that they see. So it's not set in stone, okay? And that is very similar like before. Before, we used to just see the timelines ahead and which ones look much more defined and which ones were very faded. And we will go with that. According to your choices, you can, you know, see which timeline you were going to make stronger and which ones you were just going to delete. But now it's different. That now is, you really have to parent your thoughts, because the way things are coming through the physicality now is so fast. It is freaking crazy fast. So you have to be careful, because you want to always be in your sacred heart. You want to always be experiencing life from this temple of your pure organic self, okay? Without interferences of the outside. so that you are constantly creating the journey, the path, your secret camino blanco, that you always experiencing your life in the upper room, okay, to a higher level of vibration, because we are now experiencing things coming through the physicality so fast. You need to parent your thoughts and really guard your sacred temple of the heart, okay, because your vibration is your treasure. And it's so important now. It's so important that you don't get engaged in the old narratives. If you're feeling exhausted or tired, yes, rest, but also question if it's too much, if it's too long, if you're feeling so tired, where are you giving up your power? What are you feeding with your awareness and your life force? Because if you listening to all narratives, you are contributing with your own life force to maintain these narratives, these old ways of being that are not coming back. And like we talked last year, the old maps are done. So we are here creating moment by moment and living our sacred moment to the most organic and authentic way we can. So if you are with your life force, with your own awareness, supporting all narratives, supporting all ways of being and living and reacting, then of course you will feel exhausted and you will feel depleted. And to take care of our bodies in this Tercena, this is just the beginning. Ek is the beginning. I mean, the beginning is bad, but ek, without ek, there's no steps. Ek is the action that we take in the journey. Okay, we start walking, so we walk the talk. And this is the beginning of very transformational, very deep, receiving deep awareness, receiving, I'm not saying gifts, because gifts is like somebody give you something you didn't have. So I like to say rememberings. We will receive even more and more rememberings as we walk this sacred path of Ek. What else? Let me see. Trying to think. I think that's it. So it's just about 3:30 here at the studio. So I'm finishing today. If you like to come and pay me a visit, we are here at IXchel Studio, where we do the remedies to help you align your soul and your personality, because that's where the conflict begins. When we feel that conflict coming in, it's like things don't click, and it's because your soul may be here and your personality may be here, and you can't really move authentically and organically that way. All right, so these remedies have worked for me, and I wish with all of my heart that I have the opportunity to offer them to you. The energetic transmissions work for me. So I hope with all my heart that I have the opportunity to work with you, because the last Tercena, the Kawak, it just feels so sad. Like I felt with my hands tight when I was going through the deep, rearranging of my heart levels, floors, the mansion of my heart got all rearranged. And my hands were tied because, yes, I could take care of myself, but I wanted to take care of more people that were not asking for my help. So that's why I say with all my heart, I have this deep wish that if you are experiencing some type of disalignment, imbalance, to reach out. If it's not to me, reach out to other people. The reason there are so many out there nowadays, so many people trying to help anchor this new template, is because we manifested, all of us. Okay, we will need this in the next couple of years, very much. So we are here. So if it's not with me, reach out to someone and just run it through your body. How does it feel? Does it feel true to you? And go with it, okay? Listen to your internal guidance. Live from the inside out and walk the path of the next Tercena, in gratitude for every experience, without judgment of your own way of handling your path, and without judging other people's way of walking their path, okay? Thank you so much for coming with an open heart and an open mind. Thank you so much for your support. I don't have one here. I created Heart, the remedy support for 2022. I should have one to show you. I'll show you next time. And it's been going really well. Thank you so much for remembering that we are the angels and we are here to assist with this transition, okay? We are here to help anchor and push forward the new. The new template is here. The new is already engaged, already locked in. So because of that, you might feel a little shaken up. So I really do thank you if you have come to me or to anybody else, if you're doing your work, because the more we do our work, the more we help the collective. Thank you so much. Divine blessings. Namaste.